Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Right now, more or less just cleaning some stuff up. I had some leftover material that I'm going to hopefully make some kind of engine, this little shelf that I can put this. It's out of focus, but I'll show you in a second. That the lawnmower engine just up on something. I don't want to put it on a bench because I don't want to monopolize all the space. So I'm just going to use some spare just junk I had laying around to at least get my engine off the ground where it's going to be cold pretty quick. And I'm going to put it just on wood so I can just work on it so I don't have to sit on the ground. And I don't have to take up my bench. So I got the shelf wood just from the store to make a desk not too long ago that you should see a video on pretty soon. And I think it'll be after this video for sure. This one. But this wood that I'm using just came off the back of my truck. I had made that drawer sled. Recently I taken it out because I don't need it anymore. So I have like this piece of plywood and this big 2x4s that I have just laying around that I'm going to at least use some of it for this. And I probably don't need like 4 in here, but that's fine. All right, so this on just 2 sawhorses, and I don't think I need to attach these to the sawhorses. It's a little wobbly, hoping that when I move my engine, it won't wobble, but it will be off the ground, which I'm very happy about. I just have random parts laying around. So let's move this thing up here. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so this is pretty much where it's going to be all winter. It's going to drop to, it's going to get below freezing. Some days it's probably going to be 0, like negative. So I don't know how cold the garage will be. I like to get a thermostat in here just to see if there's any difference between the garage outside. I say that because this will be my first winter for me that I'm like have a garage and living in winter. So it'll be a change of pace for sure, which is the reason and plus I don't want to be down here like sitting on my toolbox like I have been, just kind of working on my engine. It's nice to have it up here, but I also need my bench to do stuff. So I think this is where I'm gonna be a lot of winter. I have a lot of work to do on this thing, and you saw that like a couple shorts I put on. I took the starter off, so I have to see if that works. And I took the top valve cover off. You've already seen that if you've watched any of the shorts or those full-length engine teardowns, which I plan to do all the way through. So you're basically going to be experiencing taking this engine apart for the first time. Same with me. I've only ever taken one another 4-stroke engine apart, which was it was a Honda GX 200, I think. So this will be similar to that, right? This is a Collier Command 13, I think. So 13 horsepower. A couple things I want to check. I want to check if it has I don't know if this has a governor. I really don't know much about this engine whatsoever, like specifically, aside from like just generic 4-stroke components. There's a couple measurements I gotta make sure I get right, like the valve. Let me get my we're gonna measure the valve spacing. And I'll be honest, I'm much more familiar with 2 strokes. So 4 strokes and just like a lot of that is going to be a learning experience for me too. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to at least get across with the full length engine tear down and rebuild. Just try to show like an honest perspective of what it might be like if you're just out in the garage on the floor like I was just tinkering away. And a lot of the times, you know, it's I don't know what I'm doing a lot of times, and we'll see. So the one thing I was real surprised that worked was taking the flywheel off with the puller. I know that's one way to do it, right? I was just surprised that it came off just after like a couple cranks. I was expecting it to legitimately be really stuck on there, but not just like a couple like hard turns of the wrench and then it popped off. And it literally did pop off, which was kind of fun because that's like the stereotypical like what's gonna happen right when you take a flywheel off. But yeah, so this is got it up here now. Let me show. I guess I'll get the camera. I don't know. This filming thing is not my go-to little operation here. Hey, here's a table. Yay, here's the thing that's been monopolizing all the space in the garage, and here's all my nasty oil rags that are just sitting and drying. So literally this table's been occupying all the space. Once this is out, I'm cleaning everything. I just can't move this or move stuff until I move that, and yeah. Well, this is where we're at, guys. This is the view. So let me know, what's the best perspective to do the engine teardowns? Is it like this, so like you can see my hands, or is it like off to the side so you can see what I'm doing? It's either going to be one of 3 things. It's either going to be this perspective, or more of a first-person perspective. First-person perspective might be the best, personally. And to kind of clue in, like I have about 45 minutes ish that I could probably work on this, at nights when I have time. So it's about 9 o'clock at night, right? I'm not going to be doing anything like. It's going to be a process, but I think that's what most people do, right? Like most people don't have hours on end every day to completely disassemble this in one go, right? Like, unless you just have crazy experience with it with these things, but I do not. But I think this is a good spot, and it can't be too far because I have that's where my bikes go. So I would hit my head on the bikes if I put it any closer. So it has to be like in this weird area here. But I'll say I'm a pretty big fan because I keep most of like my engine stuff here. More importantly, you got my sockets right there next to me. I think this would be a pretty good setup. And I got all my other tools and everything like that. So I don't know. I'm excited for it though. We'll see. But I'm getting excited to actually break the case open, which I don't know how hard it's going to be. The Honda one was pretty difficult. So once I get off all the studs, we'll see what happens. And I know some oil is going to drain, so I have some cat litter on standby for when I do that. And I still have to take the oil to recycle it. So once I do that, I should have a clear can I can use to get the rest of the oil out of here. And yeah, but this was tonight's little cleaning up project. But honestly, the table's done. The table is done. I think I have one thing. I say done, and then I say I have one thing left. But that's like the nature of anything. If you ever make anything, I have to put something under here. Unfortunately, it lifts up, and I just got to put something under there, like a wood shim, a piece of rubber, something, just so this is supported here. I'm not going to go into it again. I've already talked about this table enough, but this is pretty much this is what it looks like. I mean, this is going to be inside in about a week and a half once everything is settled and dried. And I think I literally just beat winter. It's real cold out. Tung oil needs like 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit minimum. You can't really drop into freezing and do that. So I kind of up against the clock, right, for at least settling time for the oil. So I think I just got there. So other project is I made this thing. There we go, it'll focus. The cut in half 2-stroke with the labels. This is my science fair project, as I'll call it. I feel like this is like a token project for school if you did that. You can see some labels I have in there. Didn't come across well in the other videos. I don't really know how to film like something that has so much like content, meaning like labels on a video and stuff. You see blowdowns mapped, transfer, airflow direction, basic things like that. Drain case, you know, what kind of 2-stroke it is, ports, all that stuff. But it's a real 2-stroke. Like, it just came off of I think it came off a gas blower that I got for free. I say, well, practically free. I got it for $1. So it's free. Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, again, we're going back to this. The biggest thing I didn't want that sitting on my bench, because that's big, and I don't want to take up all the space, because I might have other stuff I want to work on. And if I have any other spontaneous woodworking projects that I want to do, I need my vise and all the stuff. But I think that's a good spot. So I think this is going to be the new home for the engine and the work. I do have to do a little bit of repair work on my shelf. Not repair work, but I gotta put something in the bottom there. I'm afraid of, like, as I'm adding weight, it's gonna slip through, but should be fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me in this one. Just moving stuff around again. All right, guys. I'm gonna have some shorts and some videos up shortly, so be on the lookout for those. All right. I'll see you later.